You guys, I do not know what's going on with my phone, but this is the second time in a few weeks that I watch it start to videotape, and then somewhere right after it stops, even though I haven't touched it, and I'm verifying that it's red, that it's recording. And I mean, I guess it's good because I was telling a whole sad story of sorts. But here's this week's card prompt is black. So I even talked about how I got a new blending thing. And so I did, last week's card was numbers. And I did this background with something called infusions. But this one, I just used my Black Soot Distress ink and rubbed over the mask that I used last week. So that's my carryover. That's what I'm bringing from last week, is the numbers in the background. And my constant is a label, which I had just started working on when I realized that my phone was off. And I'm going to say I'm confused by that because it was working. I verified it was working. And then it was not working. So I missed out on most of this card. This is just an old vintage piece of paper that in the background. And then this one is from Textrimania 1 from Collage Soup. This background, it's got like a tree and a black background. And then this cat is from ... edition 2, the black cat. And then I fussy cut it out. But I was talking about my cat because my cat looks like this. Both my cats. I have 2 tuxedo cats. But I was talking about the one and his elderly problems. So I guess maybe it's okay that you didn't have to sit through that. But I'm talking away, and then I'm like, wait, why is my phone off? I really have to get better at, even though I see it turn on, making sure I check that it's still on. But it's just so weird because I see it start recording, and I always do my little hi with my hands because that's where I go hi, because I make sure that the red thing is going, that it's recording. And this one only recorded a few seconds and then shut off. So I don't know if there's something going on with my phone, because last time I thought it was because I accidentally hit the remote twice, but this time I used my finger to start it so that that wouldn't happen, and it still happened. So happy Friday, guys. Anyway, I'm going with the theme of black here, black cat. Well, sort of black cat. He's a tuxie cat like we have. And it was coming along nicely. But, yeah. How's everybody doing? I think I'm still tired. I just shot a video of some of my thrift store finds recently, along with some craft items I got recently. Because I say in that video, I don't have a lot of scrapbook stores near me. I live in a small coastal town in Central California, and the only thing we have is a Michael's. And so I had to take my daughter to SFO. I had to drop her off because she was going to see my family and in Arizona. And I took the day and I went to IKEA, I went to Paper Source, I went to another store like Michael's up there, and then I went to an honest-to-God scrapbooking store. And I haven't been in one of those, I don't know, 10 plus years. We don't have any around here. And then a lot of the ones that I used to go to up in the South Bay area, San Jose, that area, they've closed because scrapbooking was hot for a while and then it wasn't hot. And now it's kind of having a little bit of a resurgence because of the everybody's journaling. And so there's a little bit of a resurgence of, sorry, I was just leaving it so that the ears kind of stuck off a little, just so there was a little bit of, and but we've never had, the closest we ever had to a scrapbooking store was in a town called Salinas, which is about 20 minutes from me. So I had fun. I guess I'm going to leave it there because I'm messing it up. When did I say this was? 27, not 28. Anyway, I got to visit a bunch of stores I don't normally go to. In an actual scrapbooking store where I just walked around and they had some great stuff on clearance, stamps and stuff, 50% off. And then I got a couple of rubber stamps that I paid 50 cents for. It was a good day. But love it when I get it crooked. This pulls up the paper. How bad? I guess it wouldn't be too bad because to get it on straight, because it's just a background. There. I like that a little bit better. But anyway, sorry, just wandering off in my talking here. But I did a little sort of craft haul because I don't, usually all I do is just I buy a lot of digital stuff these days. And then I restock, stuff like stamp pad, ink pads. And I mean, Michael's has some, but not a lot. And so it was fun to go to a couple of places that had a lot of stuff. Yeah. So that's what, and so I was going to put something, one of the things I got was these Small Talk Tim Holtz. So I thought I would put something snarky because it's a cat. But I have these, but I only have them in like big form, and it was really hard for me to fit them onto these little cards. Like I should just say, I am fabulous. Sorry, not sorry. When in doubt, vacation. Ooh, I love the vacation. These ones are all like pretty long. I just wanted a little something down there. But yeah. Yeah, so I'm tired today. My daughter, in her excitement to go to see my family, I'm sorry, I keep blanking out because I'm looking at stuff. She scheduled her flight. She was leaving at 5 a.m. So I had to have her there by 3 a.m. And we live 2 hours away. So we stayed the night up there in a hotel. By the time we got up there, got settled, because we couldn't leave until after work hours for her. And so it was like 10:30 before we got up there, and we had to get up at 2:30, 2:45 to get her there by 3:15, because, you know, so she had to take a shower and all of that. And so I don't think we got to bed until, I don't know, 1. And we had to get up at 2:30-ish. But she got there fine. I went back. Then I tried to go to sleep. But she was bored. Sorry, my mouth is dry. But she was bored and texting me. So I didn't really get back to sleep until 7. And then, no, 5 when she got on the flight. And so I didn't really get back to sleep until 5. And I wanted to get an early start to the day, and I thought I was going to be able to sleep from 4 to about 9. And that didn't happen. I slept from when she got on the flight, I slept 5 to 7, and then I slept 7:30 to 8:30. And so I'm still dragging today because I'm too old to be up there, up that late with that lack of sleep. So yeah, this is my card for black. The carryover was the numbers in the background that you can barely see now. And my constant is a label. I use the clear one. And it's a black cat and the moon. And this behind here has like, they're like plants. Yeah. So, simple one, but it looks like my huckleberries, our cat. Well, okay, so it looks like huckleberries and our other cat, Toby, kind of combined. It looks more like Toby, but the coloring is more like Huck. So, there we go. Card number 28. Sorry you couldn't see me do it all. I don't know what's going on with the recording. I'm going to have to keep an eye on it. All right, take care. Have a good Friday night.